In this episode, we're going to be taking a look at a new tequila brand for 2025 right here on the Tequila Hombre. Coming up next. Hello and welcome to this episode of the Tequila Hombre, where today we're going to be taking a look at a new brand that just got presented to me. This brand is kind of an interesting story. They reached out to me and said, hey, we'd like you to do a review and to let us know what you think about our tequila. And, you know, if you don't like it, don't post a review. But I'm like, no, that's not the way it works. Send some bottles if you want me to do an honest review, honest unbiased review. I don't charge you for it. So you just send the bottles and I'll give you a review. And if I don't like it, I'll say so. But, you know, I don't bash the brand. And so, you know, they were like, okay, all right, fine. So they sent me the bottles. So the brand that we're going to be taking a look at is Marcado 28. And so they sent me the Blanco and the Reposado. So we're going to be reviewing both of these today. Now, a little bit about the story behind the brand. There is a chef that is involved with this brand. It's his brand. It is Michael Voltaggio. And so they sent me a thing with a picture of him on it. Now, when I got this package, I was going through it and I go, Michael Voltaggio. And my wife goes, Michael Voltaggio? I love Michael Voltaggio. She watches the Food Network all the time. And I guess he's been on some Food Network shows, like Top Chef and shows like that. And I guess he's done this poker show too, where they have to draw cards and make dishes and stuff. And and supposedly he's a really good chef. So I don't mind chefs owning tequila brands, especially if they have, you know, good palates and palates match kind of what, like my palate and stuff. So, so this particular brand is owned by Michael Voltaggio from the Food Network. So they sent me two expressions. They sent me a Blanco and a Repo. A little backstory too on kind of the thing behind this is really supposed to celebrate Mexican culture, which is good. We like that. So they made sure to keep it just with what, you know, yeast, water, agave, nothing else added after the aging and so on. And they feature tattoo artists on the bottle because, of course, Michael Voltaggio himself is covered in tattoos and like tattoo art. You can see on the picture here, he's got tattoos on his neck and on his fingers and all over. So each bottle has a different tattoo design on it that was designed by a different artist. So this one, I believe, is an Alebrije. But it's got a sugar skull too. And this particular tattoo design, it says right on the back, the bottle art created by Austin tattoo artist Billy Baca, which I guess he's a famous tattoo artist. So that's what's on the Blanco. And on the Reposado, there's a different tattoo design. And of course, I have my tattoos. I have my sugar skull and my agave. I've got Mayuel, the goddess of agave and love, on this arm. I got a Jimador on this arm. So I celebrate tequila culture with tattoos as well. So I don't mind that at all. Now, this bottle art was created by El Sando, is the name of the Mexican tattoo artist. And that is his work here on the Reposado bottle. So I think the art design looks great. That's a neat design. I wouldn't mind having that tattoo on me, to be all honest. So, so that's it. So that's kind of the backstory about the brand. Let's not waste any time. Let's talk about how this tequila is produced. All right. So Marcado 28, Mark 28 is what basically stands for. Marcado is like a mark, like a, even they call Marca a like brand name. They call it a Marca as well. So Marcado 28 comes out of NOM 1502, which is Tequila Autentica. It is the home of Partida Tequila Partida. I've been to the distillery. I've seen the distillery. It's a nice distillery. They do good stuff there. I've enjoyed what I've tasted from Partida so far. So for production of this, they use, of course, agave from the Valle. They use autoclaves under low pressure to cook the agave to convert those beautiful starches to sugars. And then they use a roller mill to extract the sugars from the agave fibers. And then once they extract those beautiful sugars in the mosto, they then ferment it in stainless steel tanks. After fermentation is complete, they then twice distill using stainless steel stills with copper coils. And then then they bottle the Blanco at 40% alcohol by volume. Just to double check, I believe it's 40%. Yes, 40% alcohol by volume. And then the Repo is aged for 8 months in American white oak American white oak barrels. So I don't want to say whiskey barrels. They don't specifically say whiskey barrels. I do know that this distillery gets a boatload of Jack Daniel's barrels because that's what they use for Partida, but I'm not sure if they use them for this particular brand. But they do use American white oak barrels. 8 months for the Repo. Okay, so that's basically how the tequila is made. It's made right. They don't use anything after aging. They don't add any flavoring or anything to it. So it should be a really nice, pure tasting tequila, but we'll see. So let's not waste any time. Let's get to the tasting portion and see what this tequila is all about. All right, so of course, we want to start with the Blanco since that's the heart and soul of the tequila brand. So let's go ahead and pop the top off. We'll start with the Blanco. We'll put that in the glass. All right. It's got an artificial cork, by the way, so it's you don't have to worry about evaporation or leakage. It's a nice tight fit. Popped down. Made a noise when I pulled the cork out, so that's good. All right, so of course, we taste with our eyes, our nose, and our mouth. So let's take a look at this in the glass and see what we got going on here. So looking at it in the glass, it coats the glass nicely. You can see the legs and tears on there right there. Some dripping down the side of the glass. Some pearls on there. So should have a nice viscous mouthfeel to it. Looking at the tequila itself, it's crystal clear. Looks nice. So we taste it with our eyes, our nose, and our mouth. So let's see what we get on the nose on this. This definitely has a more of a Valle kind of nose to it. So the Valley, so it's got definitely along the lines of being grassy and herbal. The hint of the sweet cinnamon and baking spices in there as well. But it's definitely more on the floral, herbal side. Definitely has a nice minerality to it as well. You can tell they're using some mineral-rich water with it. But it smells really nice. All right, so let's see what we get on the flavor profile. This is my first sip of tequila for the day. So first we have to acclimate our mouth to 40% alcohol by volume. So let's do that first. Put a little more Blanco in there. Let things settle down. All right, we're good to go. Salud. There's a nice mouthfeel to it. It's not super oily and thick, but it's very nice. It's nice. Definitely getting a nice cinnamon and baking spice note from cooked agave. Nice cinnamon sweetness that kind of hangs out on the mouth a little bit. Nice minerality to it. Little hint of like chocolate coming through on it, almost like like they do an extended cooking time on it. So a little the caramelization of the sugars from the agave happens in there, which is nice. It's very pleasant. Little hint of anise in there, not a whole lot, to kind of balance things out a little bit. And that sweet cinnamon note just stays on the tongue for all through the whole tasting of it, and it just sits on the finish as well. So it has a really nice sweet cinnamon note. Very easy to drink. Yeah, very easy to drink and nice, just that honey, like sweetness on the top with that cinnamon note. It's not super complex, but it's delicious. It's there's nothing wrong with this at all. It's nice. This is a nice sipping Blanco, not super complex. So if you're looking for something super complex that's going to rock your world, this doesn't have it. But if you're looking for a nice tequila to sip on a hot day, this would fit the bill nicely. This is a tequila that I think you can drink for a long period of time where it's not going to blow out your palate. It's a nice example of a really easy drinking Blanco. So if you're looking for something to rock your world and change your life, this will not do it. But if you're looking for a nice tequila to sip, which most of us are, that has a nice flavor, you can sip on it, enjoy it on a nice day with a stogie, or just sitting there watching football or watching sports and just hanging out, this would definitely suit the bill. This is something I could drink all day and just have a good time doing it. So I would rate this a solid 4 out of 5 agave. It's definitely something I will enjoy sipping, keeping on my shelf. It's something like, this weekend I'll sit out in the yard, watch maybe some preseason football if there's any on, and I could definitely sip this while watching football and enjoying it. All right, so let's take a look at the Repo next, which is just the same thing as the Blanco, but 8 months. 8 months in American white oak barrels. I should have popped the top on this. It takes a second to get the bottle open. Let's get this ribbon off. These ribbons hold on pretty tight. Here it goes. All right, nice tight seal on that. Also, artificial cork. Let's go ahead and put this is 8 months in American white oak barrels. So let's take a look at it in the glass. It definitely coats the glass beautifully. It's got a nice viscous mouthfeel to it. Look at all the legs and tears forming on it. It isn't a light straw color, which is fine. These barrels don't have to have a lot of color in them, but they can still add some nice flavor to them. So looks crystal clear, looks nice on the nose. Pretty much the cooked agave, sweet cinnamon notes and stuff are there from the Blanco, but definitely picking up some vanilla and caramel notes and some chocolate from it. A little bit of light fruit, like light dried fruit from it, like light apricot in there. It smells really nice. All right, so let's see what the Reposado tastes like. Salute. Nice sweet cinnamon and baking spice up note. That sweet cinnamon notes there, a little honey, little sweet fruit, almost like pear in there. Definitely getting some vanilla, some dark chocolate notes coming through as well. some caramel. The barrel notes blend nicely with the agave notes on this. It's really kind of balanced, not overly rich on the barrel notes. But this is really super easy to drink, or as some of you guys like to say, smooth. No burn to it. I could sit and drink this all day, type of thing. I definitely could enjoy it with a good cigar. It's not going to blow your palate out. It's got nothing, no notes on there that I'm getting, no bitter notes or anything to it. It's just a really super enjoyable reposado that you could sit and drink all day and just thoroughly enjoy it and just have a good experience with it. So it's not going to be a life-changing reposado. I wouldn't put it up against some of the best reposados that are available on the market today. But if you're looking for something just to pick up at the store that you can sit with some friends and enjoy the flavor profile of it, and not something that's going to rock your world and change your life forever, then this would suit the bill, definitely. The Blanco sells for like $49.95, and the Repo sells for like $60, which very reasonably priced. I definitely could recommend picking them up. So I give this one a solid 4 out of 5 agave too. Both of them are good. Both of them I definitely would recommend. Nothing offensive about them at all. And both are super easy to drink. So if you're looking for smooth tequilas, these would suit the bill nicely for you. Well, there you go. Marcado 28, both the Blanco and Repo, a solid 4 agave. They're delicious. There's nothing wrong with these at all. If you like the information I shared in this video, make sure you click the thumbs up and give me a like. If you're new to the channel and you're looking for honest, unbiased reviews that I'm not paid by any brands to do these, I give you my honest, unbiased opinion, then you've come to the right place. Make sure you click the subscribe button right there and the notification bell next to it right there. And you get notified every time I post one of my honest reviews or honest informational videos that will help you in selecting good quality tequilas. Now, this tequila currently is not sold on Ferment and Still, but I will look to add it because I think it's enjoyable, and I would personally buy it from Ferment and Still. So I'll look to have them add it to it and see if we can get it. And if so, then we'll get it listed. So if you guys are interested in picking some up on your next order, you can. And until next time, like I always say, life is too short to drink bad tequila. So hey, if you wanted to pick up the Marcado 28 Blanco or Repo, I'd recommend it. They're really easy to drink and enjoyable sippers. Salud. Bye, guys.